Alright, hello and welcome to the demo for Once Upon a Rogue's Tale. This is an upcoming game pending for Steam Next Fest, and yeah. Anyway, let's learn how to play. First we draw our cards, and we roll the dice, and then we decide what we can do. Alright. Need dice for every action you want to play in battle. Use them to play your cards and activate character abilities. 6 symbols on each die, represent each the 5 classes, and a joker. Okay. Select all dice except for the joker and press confirm. Alright, it looks like they're going to attack me for 3. They want to use my defend cards. Okay. Right click. More information. Seems pretty easy. Alright, pretty simple thus far. Move your cards can spawn so-called permanent cards. Permanent cards appear on the field and stay there for a set amount of time. Spawn a permanent card by playing the leftmost card in your hand. I tried. Let's just skip the tutorial because it wasn't working. Like, apparently I've done something wrong. It's a really wonderful start. Chapter 1, A Visit to the Forest. Once upon a time, there was a small brick house deep in a thickly overgrown forest. The windows from which the smell of freshly baked bread usually wafted were closed. The cottage was surrounded by a deceptive silence. A little girl dressed in a big red coat approached with quick steps. Because she wore the coat every day, the girl was simply called Red Riding Hood by everyone. Red Riding Hood wanted to visit her grandmother, who lived all alone in the forest, but when she opened the heavy door, she was startled. Bowls lay broken on the floor, the curtains were torn, and the walls were covered in strange scratches. Red Riding Hood ran off in fear. She ran and ran until she reached her home, completely out of breath. Her father, the hunter, could certainly help, but the hut at the edge of the forest where they lived together was empty. However, the worry about her grandmother was too great to wait for her father. The Red Riding Hood plucked up all her courage and grabbed one of her father's bows. Thus equipped, she returned to the forest and went hunting all by herself. And she went this way so she can go shopping. Yeah, I am happy with all my dice. Yeah, let's get him. Let's do that. Let's defend. Which I guess I really didn't need, but he's going to try to do poison and something else. Good thing shield doesn't do anything for that. That's like, it seems how it always is. Let's see. Would like to re-roll this particular dice. And we got that. Okay. Am I only ever going to get take whatever we get. I'll just take it because I can be able to kill it. It feels like there's like a whole bunch of extra steps here that we don't actually need. Not enough dice. I need a specific kind, I guess. Alright, well. But I guess I can get the Joker one. I mean, that seems to work. Alright, I didn't get a single... Alright, arrow, there we go. Yeah, I gotta say, man, I don't know that, the combat system is going to be something that I really like. It's one thing to get like a bunch of different cards that are either going to be what you need or, you know, they can do attack or defense. It's a whole other thing to get like the cards that you're going to need that are going to be useful, but you can't actually use some of your own skills because you don't have the proper dice. So now instead of just one thing, I need two things. Anyway, the sun was shining and made Red Riding Hood forget her worries for a while. She even sang a traveling song. Hey, girl with the red coat. A young man stood opposite her... Red coat. Did I say goat? Whatever. A young man stood opposite her with nothing but a small bundle over his shoulder. Before Red Riding Hood could say anything in return, he continued, "You look so happy that I'm jealous. I'm sure you don't have to carry as much as I do." As he spoke, the man held up his bundle, which looked quite heavy. "Would you like to swap?" he asked. "I'm sure you could use it better than I." Well, let's see. Maybe he could potentially trade. Lose a random hand card? Yeah, sure. Why not? And we're going to get... I'll take that one. That might turn out to be a good thing. I guess I should have paid... I guess I should have looked up. I could have seen something a little bit cooler to get. Oh, well. 590 buckaroos. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, let's buy the unicorn to get on our team. And I think that's good enough. And I could have paid to feed the creature of some sort. And now it's probably going to be an elite enemy. Nope, just two enemies. I have one attack card. Wonderful. Alright. Attack the boar. Oh, you know what? I forgot to even try to use her in a way that was useful. Oh well. So basically she's just here to like kind of to heal us for stuff. Can't say I'm particularly enthused with my choice in getting the unicorn. Maybe I should have got something different. And this, I think she would be a centurion. You know, or centicorn. I don't know. That just sounds silly. I didn't do anything. So we'll see how far I get, but man, this has not been like a day of like finding a bunch of demos that I'm particularly impressed with, unfortunately. If it was simply just the card combat, I think I would feel a little bit stronger about it. But I don't like the dice system. The dice system just feels as though it's taking more time for me to actually do anything. And it doesn't feel as though it's doing anything, you know, really positively for me. Like, it doesn't add anything meaningful, is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it just... So now this character is immune, so I think that means I can't shoot it, or I could, but it's not going to do anything. No, never mind. Nothing to do. I'll just wait and be patient, go through, kill this person. I'm really sorry, Unicorn. You seem like a nice lady. I don't really want to hurt you, but it's just kind of the nature of how things go. Alright, click on all rewards for my choice. I don't know. We'll take this flower bouquet. Flower bucket. Red Riding Hood wandered through the forest, thirsty because she had long since used up her water supply. Just as she was about to take a break, she heard a soft running sound not far away. She hurriedly followed it and actually found a river. Red Riding Hood formed her hands into a bowl and dipped them into the water when she heard a voice. "Whoever drinks from me will become a chicken." Frightened, she ran away. Fortunately, she found a small pond shortly afterwards, but she heard a voice again. "Whoever drinks from me will become a bear." Confused, Red Riding Hood paused. What should she do? Drink from the river. It's safer for you, you know? As soon as as Red Riding Hood had taken a sip, she felt something was wrong. Her vision blurred and her skin tingled. Apparently, it actually she turned into a chicken. I thought she was going to turn into a frog, but all right. Let's we'll re-roll the rest. Oh, nope, I did that wrong. Oh, she needs this stuff. Swapshing with the random neighbor. Okay, hopefully she doesn't stay as this for a long period of time. Yeah, running away wasn't a great idea. Like, I can't attack with either of my characters. Neither character does anything. Now she's no longer a chicken. Okay, I'm glad that doesn't last a long time, but I definitely also don't like that aspect. It's... Man, the dice system just... I do not like this dice system. I mean, it's like, because I know I have these other... options to do stuff, but I don't think it does anything overly positive. Like, it just adds more steps. Because when I look at it, it's like, well, there's really not a lot I can do. Like, it all depends on the type of dice I get in order to do stuff. I mean, I guess, and it is a very firm possibility that I'm just getting a lot of things wrong with what I'm doing, but like, from what I've been looking at and how it seems to make sense, I feel like I know what I'm doing. Good enough, we'll take these cards. We'll keep trying. Eventually, one of these times, it's going to die. Like, I'm going to kill it. It's going to be like, oh, look at what I just did. I'm the best. And it's going to be this round. That didn't take too long. Yeah, I feel like that's probably going to be an elite enemy. Seems like there is no way of actually avoiding it. No, that's not what I clicked on. Apparently it was. What a disappointment. Because it's not what I wanted, man. Like, I don't even bother with the cards for the most part. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, for the most part. I mean, situations like that where I got the Joker card so then I can make another attack, yeah, okay, that makes it worth it. But outside of that, it's like, well, okay. What am I going to do with all these other cards? I didn't get one like this where I don't even want to bother. It wouldn't be so bad if I actually had a character that was more of a... I guess a character that actually, like, did combat, but she doesn't do anything. Unicorn's kind of worthless. She's gonna die soon. Actually, let's re-roll this one die. Garbage. Actually, should be enough. Possibly. Oh, never mind. Not enough. I guess reroll those. It should just be one more hit and then this dude will be dead, but or this lady, but yeah, it's definitely a situation where I went into this not 100% sure what to expect, and I think the graphics are really nice. Some of the cards themselves seems pretty good. I think it's a pretty cool idea that your character attacks using some additional stuff. I don't even know what the enchanted cookies are supposed to do. We get a random buff. Yeah, sure. We'll take it. I guess I could have bent the thing. This I imagine is going to be an elite enemy, so I guess this is going to be where we die. Unless we don't, which you never know what happens. There's all kinds of stuff. Although with 3 enemies, with the way things have been going, I'm going to assume Little Red Riding Hood isn't going to make it much further. I guess what I should have done is instead of getting the unicorn, I should have just not gotten anybody and just kind of waited to see who might be coming next. I mean, these choices are like neither of these are going to be even slightly useful. That was not what I needed to do. Terrible mistakes. Anyways, I mean, graphically, the game is it's really nice. I just wish this was I don't know. I guess I wish this was just a simple, just a deck builder. I just feel like I feel like I would have a better time if that's specifically what it was. Because all these extra steps that I'm going through are just... they're less than exciting. They're not really doing it for me, man. I feel as though I could be making a much faster degree of progress in the game than I currently am. Even the cards are starting to I'm looking at the cards and it's like, oh, well, that's not going to be overly useful. At the edge of the path stood a large oak tree that was taller than any other tree around it. Even 5 people probably couldn't reach all the way around it. Red Riding Hood was admiring the tree when she suddenly heard a voice. Let me out, let me out. Red Riding Hood looked around in surprise until her eyes fell on the roots of the oak tree. The mouth of a glass bottle was sticking out of the ground. Red Riding Hood quickly got down on her knees and dug it out. The voice spoke again and actually seemed to come from the jar. Let me out, let me out. Sure, open it out. It took a few seconds, but finally Red Riding Hood, something happened. Apparently something bad happened for it. We'll lose a random card, I guess. And we get that. You silly girl, he shouted. Oh, it was a ghost. Do you think I was looking at her for no reason? Well, I guess I've learned my lesson. Don't try to help people. Alright, we'll feed this. You can have this. I mean, I honestly might as well just feed the goat like everything. Oh, I can't feed the goat anything else. Okay, well, I have no idea what was happening with the cards. I feel like I just kind of screwed myself over. Heal the team, unlock the ability, can't do that. Character selection, nah, we'll just heal the team. Alright. Looks like we have made it to the boss. Tough fight, maybe we'll survive, maybe we won't. I don't know. The tracks led even deeper into the forest, deeper than Red Riding Hood had ever been before. At last, she caught the sight of a familiar figure. She was wearing a blue skirt with an apron and a red scarf. But the figure was very hairy, and when it moved, Red Riding Hood recognized a bushy tail and large paws with sharp claws. A wolf. Before Red Riding Hood could do anything, the wolf became aware of her. She hurriedly raised her bow to defend herself, and the wolf recoiled. But a moment later, he jumped toward her, and his claws extended. And we're going to fight against the wolf and see what happens. I always thought the story about the big, Little Red Riding Hood and the big bad wolf and everything made zero sense. How isn't... Oh, don't re-roll those. How isn't that someone could mistake a wolf for an actual, like, human being? It doesn't make any sense. The cookies, we get the buff. None of the choices I had were particularly good. I have no idea how many turns it's going to take to do this. I feel like there's a good possibility we might actually survive and defeat the wolf, but I don't know, it's hard to tell. Definitely not getting enough of the cards that I want. And even then with like the attacks that I have, it's like the cards that I get that are supposed to be useful for attacking, they're not useful enough to make me feel as though it's actually worth it. Now, I've gone from thinking that we might be able to make it to thinking we're probably not going to make it. That's kind of sad. I think it comes down to the fact that, like, I get maybe one attack turn. I know there's some stuff I could have done to help, but not really to the point that it's enough, you know? Like, it's not going to make much of a difference. I guess if the unicorn attacked instead of basically doing nothing, it might be a little bit different. Alright, let's see. Let's give you the Fragile. I think that'll be fun. You don't actually need it anyway. That strength will, maybe help? I mean, if I can get, like, 3 attacks in a row, I might be good. Oh, look at that. I think I'm actually got it. Huzzah! Wow, congratulations, I've succeeded. We get this wolf claw wolfskin. Oh, that looks really cool. I'm gonna take it because it looks nice. Kind of that. And the wolf has joined the team. Sweet. Breathing heavily, Red Riding Hood stood over the furry beast lying beaten on the ground. Now tell me, what have you done to my grandmother? She cried. The wolf raised his head cautiously. Grandmother, he asked in a surprising soft voice. I don't know your grandmother. The answer seemed so honest that Red Riding Hood was almost inclined to believe him. Then where did you get these clothes? She asked uncertainly. I make them myself, replied the wolf, pointing to a small basket with balls of wool just a few meters away. Well, then why did you attack me? She asked in dismay. The wolf sat up carefully at this time, pointing at her bow. I thought you were attacking me, and I wanted to defend me. What? Dude, oh, hold on. I thought you were attacking me and wanted to defend me. I think they mean defend myself. And that's the only thing that makes sense. Anyway, wolves have many enemies. Red Riding Hood could not believe that she had so misunderstood the innocent wolf. Pity stirred within her. Naive. She reached out, took one of the soft paws in her hand, and asked gently, Won't you come with me? Together we'll show people that not every wolf is bad. So the two of them set off to look for Red Riding Hood's grandmother together. To be continued. The end. And it goes into chapter 2. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm not going to go to chapter 2. It's definitely a new take on the traditional deck builder style game, the genre. I haven't really seen it before. I like the graphics, I like the story, but the deck building and the dice-based combat, I just don't feel they mix well. And maybe it's just me. I don't know. I feel like if the cards had the potential for an attack, and the dice gave you the possibility of a special move of some sort, as opposed to being tied to your attack and stuff like that, then it would kind of mesh a little bit better and feel better to me. I don't know, but the current system for combat and everything, just I'm not a big fan of, which is a shame because it obviously feels like it's a pretty promising game. So anyway, but if you're looking for a deck builder that does something different, I think this is totally worth trying. Just because it wasn't my cup of tea doesn't mean it won't be yours. The link is in the description. I recommend giving it a shot. If you like it, wishlist it. And thanks for watching.